games. I'll be your host like usual. I might try getting a kind of thinking about a Jinx match. Kind of thinking about a Kog'maw match. I'm not totally sure. Well, I have to update the Kog'maw guide next, so you know, maybe this is a good opportunity to just play Kog'maw, and then you know, while we have all this information fresh in our mind, we can think about what our world will do. Sorry, I'm just looking through some stuff while I get ready to update to the Kog'maw guide. Mostly though, I think since Kog'maw's runes didn't change, most of the updates I just have to make are item related to like the build, because the build order is a little bit different. I do think that it's wise having one defensive choice. There are more than one. There is more than one thing to choose for the end. I'm even considering making Rylai's optional instead of Horizon Focus. My hunch is no, though, because Rylai's is game winning, right? That's not just this might be useful item. It is a, if you have level 6 Sing and you have Rylai's, you might just straight up win the game by killing someone on their team. We've been I think Ashe still, right? Doriyama, numero uno, and Kai'Sa. Between the two, I'd rather get rid of Ashe, just because Ashe is like super volatile. Oh, okay, well that's cool. Here, I'll let you choose your bot lane later if you would like. It's all you. Let's go green mall this time. Alright, looks like, oh man, LeBlanc again? I feel like LeBlanc's been really popular recently. I've seen him in so many of my matches. And they're so annoying because if, like, you don't handle the matchup just right, they'll start roaming constantly. You know, maybe green gives me camo against the enemies. Watch this. If I send right here, you can't even see me. I'm completely invisible. Wait, hold on. Yeah, there we go. I'm completely invisible. Kog'maw? Who's that? I'm just the bush. Norishi?
미니언들이 생성되었습니다.
Alright, let's go. Nice. They're about to hit level 2, and that's when they're going to try to do some damage to me. There's a certain radius you gotta stay out of, away from the ball. I have enough range to stay at that radius, too.
First blood. 적을 처치했습니다.
Oh, what? That still hit me. Like the snap part of it. I thought I got out of range. Alright, that's good enough. That wave is pretty large. They'll have trouble pushing it quickly enough for it to stop a nice reset. Giving me time to grab a ruby crystal and return. Yeah, because they have to kill the cannon minion. They teleported back? Why? It's so weird. So that's the thing, when people have teleport, they just always will teleport back, even if it's not necessary. Did I ping it? I don't remember if I pinged it. I'm just going to ping it again. Cancel this. Ah, seriously? Alright, Yorks, that's probably best not the force grubs. I might be able to save some mana if I just wait. There, got it. Hey Vess, welcome to the stream. Nice. Oh. Oh, they ignited the wrong one. What's up? Ah, they had flash. What if there was a world where I was able to kill Wukong now? But if they had flash, I don't think it was ever going to be possible. I would have had to force them to flash. I would have, one, had to force them to flash before I flashed. No, it's, yeah, no, I was going to say two things, but that was it. I would have had to force them to flash before I flashed. Otherwise, I would have never gotten the kill. Even then, I might still not have been able to, because of, like, the timing. Well, it's not all bad. Seems like I got a point because the Wonk went back, and they used teleport earlier. And we're gone. Sometimes I wonder about overgrowth. It's not like a bad rune, but like when you see it providing only 24 HP 9 minutes into the game, you start to wonder some things, you know? You start to wonder. But all of the other options on the third tree are pretty bad too. For Kog'maw specifically. Of course, once I hit 100 minions, I think it's 100, then it gives you a nice little HP boost too. It just takes a little while to kick in. Nullifying one? They didn't take that much damage from that hit, so that was weird. I don't ban things for myself. I don't like playing against Blitzcrank as Orianna. It's not like it's that bad overall, because your ball is able to scout out bushes that Blitzcrank will try to hide in. Nullifying one of the strengths that Blitzcrank has, which is still just hide in bushes and then just try to grab first, you know? I think my teammates are fine. Bone plating is on the same row as conditioning, I think is the problem. And conditioning is one of the big reasons to prefer even going for the resolve tree second. Conditioning's pretty good. Conditioning's pretty good. Like, once it kicks in and you get the extra bit of armor and magic resist, that's increasing your effective HP by a nice solid chunk. Let's clean up this wave here, and then we'll teleport back. I want to set up for Herald, not Herald, Grubos. This is a fairly tanky Kog'maw build, though, right? You get a lot of HP compared to most Kog'maw builds because of the way that it, the items that you have to build. I'm banning Ashe and Kai'Sa because they win consistently. They're my top 2 bans at the moment. There's that the control ward I set for Graves is paying off really well. We have all 6 scrubs now. I'm going to be over here. Don't fight me. Don't fight me. I wonder if there's any fruit in the river. Oh, seriously? I didn't get those, yeah. It's weird. Wukong's top.
미쳐 날뛰고 있습니다. 포탑을 파괴했습니다. 포탑을 파괴했습니다.
Okay, flash for a flash, and I get the plate. I think that's worth it. Oh, whoops, wrong one. There we go. I could have probably bullied them a little harder and just tried killing them, but since we're already winning, I didn't want to risk anything. There's very little incentive to make proactive plays when your team is winning across the map, because then you risk throwing away part of your lead.
흔들리지 마라.
Oh, I totally missed. I don't think I've ever built anything except for Sword Shoes on maybe Kog'maw. It just adds so much damage.
평화가 함께하시.
Oh, that won't get the kill. It'll get close, but... Wait! What?
집중.
How?
포탑을 파괴했습니다.
Man, I know Leandre's burns a little bit, but I didn't think that would be enough to kill Morgana there.
처치했습니다.
흔들리지 마라.
Let's get heal. There was a blue buff there inside of the...
가엔나.
I'm gonna grab it real fast.
포탑을 파괴했습니다.
평화가 함께하시.
Monkey business is on the way. I think the damage you have to give up by not having Source is still just too high. Magic Pen is pretty much the only extra damage you get for a while, because like base damage makes up the majority of your damage. Base damage from the Andres, base damage from Blackfire, base damage from Orianna, base damage from Sorks. Since you don't really get much AP, you can't rely on the scalings to help you out there. I mean, I can see what the actual damage difference is, though. I know we could compare that. That'd be in practice still after this, though.
도저히 막을 수 없습니다.
You wanna fight me? You wanna fight me?
제압되었습니다. 적을 처치했습니다.
Sadly not.
전장의 지배자.
집중하세요.
It doesn't trigger spell effects like that. Since the damage from it qualifies as a modifier.
사 엘레사 티리디. 평화가 함께하시.
Ah, I keep missing my ult on them.
포탑을 파괴했습니다.
집중하세요. 가엔나 티리디. 흔들리지 마라.
Yeah, it's interesting that they don't like try to create some variation for Ionian words. They just give them the Ionian words. Oh, whoa! I had a heal and I didn't use it fast enough. I clicked the button, it just wasn't quick. 1,200 damage. Well played.
함께하시길.
I would have I would have survived if I used heal. I just didn't. I literally did not press the button fast enough. No need to be so dramatic about dying a Kali. It only happens once.
포탑을 파괴했습니다.
집중하세요.
Yeah, I'm not surprised he surrendered. We were dunking on him pretty hard. Great job, Graves. Graves is the one who did most of the work across the map. Okay, so let's go to practice tool and see how much of a damage difference you give up when going swords. If you, like, say, have Leandri's. Because then it provides a frame of reference. Then the question changes from, is it worth having this, to how much are you giving up to get this? Which is a much more substantial question, right? That's something that you can actually answer. Does it feel worthwhile to give up X in order to get Y? Speaking of, what were the other options again on results? Oh yeah, I was revitalized and unflinching. Yeah, okay. That's why. Your other options too were Shield Bash, Font of Life, and Demolish. Demolish being the only one of those that seems even remotely tryable on Kog'Maw, and I did try it, and I remember being incredibly disappointed by it. It's quite sad. You have a lot of bonus HP, but not quite enough to make good use of Demolish. I'm not aware if it counts. That is an interesting question. I don't think so, though. Historically, I don't think it counts as using an ability when you do that. Okay, so let's say that you're in a game. You're looking good. You're just looking good. You get yourself your Leandri's. You get a bunch of bonus to HP. And it's time for you to choose between Sorks and something else. Alright, there we go. We have access now. And so you're mostly focusing on your R damage, but at this point, E is also reasonable. Let's go and give this lad here a little bit of extra HP. Maybe, 1800. A little bit on the generous side. And we'll give them 50 MR. A very generic target to get some data on. Okay. That's how you hit him with the ER. $367. And let's repeat that one. Oh wait, I don't even have Sorks. So from 367, and then your next hit will increase it to 418. So that's an extra 60 damage about, approximately. Percentage-wise, that's about another 360 to 420. What is that? 15%? Oh, won't let me sell my Sorks. That's funny. 15%. So you're giving up 15% damage to increase your defense if you want to go like Merc Treads or something. That's the question of the day. Are you willing to give up 15% of a 15% damage bonus in exchange for 25 MR and the tenacity? My personal inclination is no, that's not good enough. In most scenarios. Kog'maw, I need to update your guide. It needed to for a while now. It says 14.9, so that's 3 patches old. Let's fix this up. Gotta go to Kog'maw's items. So it's Leandri, Sorks, Marmana, Rylai's pushed back. Blackfire Torch is now our go-to here. No more Ludens. I'll type this one as core, and then I'll add a final items section. Your core build, and then you get either Horizon Focus, Malignant, Jock Shows, or if you're really, really in a pinch, Morello. Though frankly, I've never really had a situation on AP Kog'Maw where I've needed to go Morello. Like, typically that's somebody else's job, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, you know? Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. I would always build Malignance, but I think having 3 mana items in this build is really funny. Having Blackfire and more mana and Malignance just makes the build look funny, which is interesting. Okay, now to update this. I'll make the text a little bigger. Mana, Rylai's. Oh, and there's Malignance and Ludens. I could probably keep the text on Malignance later. I'll probably place this in the not recommended section. This is actually a fairly decent pickup. But the problem is that you don't have 8 item slots, and therefore there just isn't any room in the build for it when there are too many other viable contenders for the spots. Sork, Manamuna, Rylai's. Malignant will be later. And so here is where I placed Blackfire Torch, right in this section. I saw earlier was just one. Blackfire is the next best damaging item for AP Kog'Maw. It's not just that the burn adds a substantial amount of base damage, which AP Cog wants, but also that the mana provides more reserve bullets for more consistent damage, and adds extra oomph from Maramana's damage procs for more consistent damage. And then we get Malignance here. Oh, I need a whole separate section for the final item choice. That's so annoying. Anytime I have to like add that into the code here, it gets really annoying really fast. I think I can just though maybe do this. If I copy what I see here. Yeah, okay. I think it's fine. I think I remember how to do this. And so we grab Malignance. Final item. We place Malignance right here. 1, 2, 3. We can grab Morello. We can set it here. Okay, and we'll grab Morello two more. We'll copy it 2 more times. Horizon focus. This isn't the most. This isn't the most damaging choice for AP Cog. Nor is it even the most. Nor does it provide any defensive stats. But the 35+ minute part of a game is often completely decided by the team that gets to jump on the other. Rise and focus provides I'll phrase this. A critical boost in information via its active, which helps prevent losing the game off of a single mistake. And then Malignance is next. The most damaging choice for AP Cog's final item. However, when paired with CC from the team, not Riley's actually doesn't increase the burn damage as much as I hoped. Paired with CC from the team, it's possible to obliterate targets from across the screen. It's sort of like AP Cog's Void Staff. And this one is Jockshot Protein? Jockshot. Yeah, Jockshot Protein. That's what it's called. No extra damage provided, but a single ult shot is all it takes to completely to fully stack Jaksho for a fight. And with its raw components, it's an excellent choice. If the only if an assassin is making your job difficult, impossible, making your job impossible to carry out. A 4,000 HP Kog'maw with Jakshos is extremely hard to assassinate. It turns Kog'maw into a 4,000 HP monster that is extremely hard to assassinate. An excellent choice in making your job impossible to carry out. And I think the text I used for my suggested ones is white. No, I use green. Sometimes it has to be you on previous wounds duty. Helps prevent using the game off of a single mistake. Seems like a pretty accurate summation of what we're dealing with here. Alright, I think that's updated correctly. Let's double check. Yeah, your stream is live. I wonder who that is. Build order. Okay, nice. It worked. Look at that. All the core items are there. Everything's formatted fine. Spacing's good. Final item section's been added. Not recommended section looks fine. We got Ludens there. I need to add a green text onto Ludens. Clarifying. That's what it's missing. All the others have like a little green text. There are too many viable contenders for the item slot. Oh, and there was Horizon Focus, yeah. It's no longer true that it's not recommended anymore. I'm glad I noticed that. I'm glad I was doing a preview, because imagine if I said, oh yeah, Horizon Focus, I recommend this. And then I'm like, but also, I don't recommend it. I would look like a fraud. I would look like a fraud. Maybe even a frog. Let's place it here now. Two up to Goddess, Health Potion, and then... So, order is... Ruby Crystal. Then, Ashes of... Faded Ashes, I think it's called. Right? Am I crazy? Faded Ashes? Then Leontries, then Sorks, then Manamune. Then Blackfire Torch. Then Riley's Crystal Scepter. Then I need this giant down arrow right here. Which at this section we have Morellonomicon, and then 1, 2, 3. This one is Horizon Focus. Then the next one is Malignance. Then the next one is Jock Showed Protein. Okay, let's see if I did it right. First try? Oh, it was almost first try, but there's a giant flipping arrow right there because I forgot to cut off the size tag. Okay. There we go. That looks good to me. Looks good, looks good. Only thing I'm going to double check, I'm going to Control F search to see if I mentioned the word malignance anywhere. Spoof of Ludens, right? This is similar to Void Staff and Shadow Flame. This is a decent, actually a fairly decent pickup. I think it's funny, this little section I have right here. I'll show you what I'm talking about in a second. Shadow Flame, actually surprisingly solid, but damage isn't everything. If there was a 7th item slot, I'd likely get this next. Void Staff, if there was an 8th item slot, I'd likely get this next. Ludens, if there was a 9th item slot, I'd likely get this next. Okay, I think it's good. Publish. How long did that take me? Oh yeah. Oh nice. So this one is still working. That's good. This is, even though this quip is really old, it's really old. Like years old, I believe. It is still an excellent example. It's an evergreen example of what Rylai's is capable of doing. Right? You just win the... if I remember correctly from this game, that Syndra had something insane like 20 kills. Or something stupid. And so you're just able to chain someone down to death that way. I would like to get a more modern example someday, though. It's not that I don't chain people down often enough to find one. but there's not one that you don't want it to happen in the middle of a fight, and that's often when chains like that can happen. Oh, ill! I used the word ultimately twice in the or if the word where the overgrowth rune was. We're gonna fix that. Okay, there we go. Finished. Yeah, AP Kog'maw looking pretty good now. I'm glad that I finally updated it. Oh, I forgot to change the patch number on the guy. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. I'm trolling. I didn't forget to. Alright, all that's left to update is the Malzahar guide later. But, you know what? That's a great segue into why don't we play Malzahar? Just like with the others, I think playing a champion right before updating their guide is like just like a good. I think it's just good practice. It just gets the brain juices flowing. Gets the main membrane moving. Makes the neurons activate. Makes the synapses advances. Provides the yes. Yeah. Who am I banning? Let's ban Ashe again. Ashe continues to be a menace.
명예로운 죽음이 허락되지 않으리라.
You know, I just realized that it is kind of odd that I could just type Ashe's name in English here and it just recognizes it. I wonder if that would work in any language. Like, could I type in the Spanish name for Malzahar and it would just recognize that it's Malz? Or is it exclusively English that it has like a secondary tag for? Oh, we just played Kog'maw, now we face Kog'maw. Oh wow, how are all these? Boy, it sure would be nice if I could read what any of these say. Well, my life motto is, if you can't read it, it's probably not important. I have not tried out York Jungle very much, and that's because I tried York a little bit. I used to actually play York pre-Reaper quite a little bit. I think I played a number of matches, but after they updated York with the ghouls, because the ghouls cannot be controlled in any way, nor can you even set where they're summoned per se, because they always spawn from the graves that they were in the ground. They don't feel like minions. Like, you have no control over them whatsoever. They just pop up, they do their thing, and you're like, okay. Throw your mist on someone and they leap at that person. It's like, that's cool. There's just not enough control over them for me to like York as a playstyle. Which, you know, that's probably for the best. The ghouls already are really damaging as far as minions go. They're really strong, especially if you hit someone with a mist. And if you could control their actions even more intensely, well, I don't think that would be good for the... I don't think that people would like that very much.
미니언 생성까지 30초 남았습니다.
Oh. Oh, I got rid of my passive. Compare that to Voidlings, which, while individually are incredibly weak, you can choose where to summon them. You get control over how many are being summoned. You have some amount of control, but both auto attacks and with Malefic Vision. It depends on whether or not you count stationary minions as true minions. I feel a large part of the appeal of Mini-Mantis for me is being able to control minions somewhat directly. And since we have turrets and plants and stuff, you kind of just leave them there and they just do stuff. I've never really liked them, like, playstyle wise. I played them in ARAM though. Like, if I got Heimerdinger or Zyra in ARAM, no complaints there. But as a playstyle to play like for a really long time, they don't interest me. Although Orianna's ball is not traditionally considered a minion because you can't, you know, interact with it directly. Because it is directly controllable in an incredibly versatile way, it's minion-y enough for me. Azir soldiers, a little bit less. Same thing though, you have a lot of control over where they go. So they can feel very much like actual minions that you're directly controlling. Look at that, they both died at the same time, they both teleported in at the same time, but letting those reset. Nature is healing. So they know I'm here. Who is it? Vi. Let's make some distance while farming this. Oh, Vi's in mid. Oh right, they don't have teleport, so I have to... Fine. I should have started red. I forgot that I don't start blue on Malz on this side of the map. I started at red. Whoops. It won't matter very much, but still, that's a pretty silly mistake to make. Get them boiling. No, they're not strong enough. They need a little bit of extra help. Whether or not it matters will depend on whether or not this Scuttle is still alive. If it is, we'll see it pass through here soon. Are you kidding? Am I going to do it? Am I going to do it? Oh. Huh. Well, that inadvertently worked out in our favor. Hey, no complaints here. I was not expecting Divide to just show up right there. Hold on. Goes. That was so unexpected. I know where I messed up again. My God, it's been so it's been too long apparently because I forgot that I should have gotten teleport and gone straight to Grubs. What am I doing? How have I lost my way? What are you doing? Mine! We're outnumbered. I would be curious what it would take to make AD Malz exist again. It would not be enough to add AD scaling. Because ultimately, the fundamental issue that prevents AD Malz from ever existing again is that AP Malz does the exact same thing now. But, you know, better. And as long as that's true, you cannot have AD Malz. No, no! Get out of here, get out of here! I got you, man! I got you, I got you, I got you. I was a little worried that final auto from Lux was going to get the kill. Get him, Boydley. Rattle him. Should I just not kill that? Yeah. But that wouldn't really change how Malz plays, would it? Like, if you have attack speed, you're still going to play 80 Malz the same way. You're going to, you know, use your abilities the same. You're going to summon your voidlings in the same spots to deal the same damage. The only difference is your items look a little different, but the playstyle would be almost exactly identical. Same thing. I think that that still fundamentally just turns into a DPS. Like that turns into a math question, right? The math question is, does AD with auto attacks and AD voidlings deal more or equal damage to AP Malzahar? If the answer is they deal the same, you still prefer AP Malzahar. If the difference is no, it's not the same, then you just prefer whichever one does more damage. You would need something fundamentally crazier than any of that, right? You would need something like building more AD increases the number of voidlings you summon, which I don't think Riot's going to do that. Funny as it would be to summon 6 voidlings every time, and it would be really funny. I do not anticipate that being viable. I don't know. I think this is a great spot. They can see me at the dragon here. Bot is pushed in, but I don't know where Vi is, and that's a problem. Let's just get rid of this ward. I do have Nautilus as backup. Okay. Unfortunately, I think the reason why I didn't see them is because they are over there at the grubs. I'm going for it. Oh, they didn't. Okay. Hold on, hold on. Oh, Vi's bottom? Get him, boylings. Hold on. Very cool. We're winning hard on the objective war right now, despite my mistakes. Poor Victor. I think they've gotten ganked 6 times by Vi this game. Oh, I don't have one, Hello. Ah, dang it.
도저히 막을 수 없습니다.
I took too much damage from the tower. While trying to like, I was trying to be clever and maneuver back and forth, and it just didn't work. Malignant on Lux. That's a choice.
적을 처치했습니다.
Oh. Oh. My wings were distracted. Oh, you still had your ult? Well, that's sad.
제압되었습니다.
When they killed Victor, I just sort of assumed they ulted. Lulu is near there. I might be able to stop them. Damn. Okay, well, mission complete, I guess. Just didn't think I was going to die to Lux there. I wish I could just summon a Retrail so I could just go to Dragon. Well, I could if I wasn't a coward.
탑이 파괴되었습니다.
Yeah, I could drift it. Oh, shoot. That's sad. If Victor hadn't pushed so much, we could have forced the third dragon, and then we could have played for Soul at 24 minutes into the game. Victor had tried pushing in.
적을 처치.
Oh, they're gonna survive, I think. Oh. Goodbye, world!
포탑이 파괴되었습니다.
We can still play for soul. Let's see how these fights work out. Only a 200 bounty on Lux? That's not worth flashing for. You're doing your thing. Can you get that? What's the angle? It's going to be a little tough to drift, but... Oh, I'm so good. Beautiful stuff. Given my domineering over these objectives, I may just focus on getting Spirit Surgeon. I was thinking about Trailblazer too. That could have been good, but Lux is the biggest threat against me, and I don't have any good choices to build against Lux. Seriously? That was on me. Meanwhile, I hate Trundle's playstyle so much.
제압되었습니다.
Okay, we haven't jungled in a while, so let's jungle.
아군이 당했습니다.
Wait, they're seriously doing it? Okay. Thank you.
아군이 당했습니다.
That's a big malignant Sora. I did. I didn't notice it there until it was too late.
도저히 막을 수 없습니다. 제압되었습니다.
3 minutes until Soul. Foe were you? But hey, I do that plenty also, so.
적을 처치했습니다.
Nice.
적을 처치했습니다.
So squishy. Imagine not having 4,000 HP on Kog'maw.
포탑을 파괴했습니다. 포탑을 파괴했습니다. 적의 억제기를 파괴했습니다.
Some might even argue Jogmaw is the way to go.
포탑을 파괴했습니다.
If only for the rhyming scheme. I wanted to go and get another camp, but I think
적의
just going
억제기를
for
파괴했습니다.
it right now is the way. I don't really like any of these options. Oh, cleanse. Cleanse is reasonable. Yeah, cleanse will be very helpful. Just in case. They're down 2 inhibs. so many voidlings. Like, I have 5 voidlings attacking right now because Spear Surgeon is giving me so much ability haste. I'm running out of mana because I'm casting too fast. Look at all the voidlings! AD Malz lives on through Spirit Shujin. Good job, Kaizen. A fidget spinner? What? What's damage? Damage is fake. I don't need that. Damage is a scam invented by the bourgeoisie. Bourgeoisie. Get a burger.
Bourgeois.
Bourgeois. Damage. I did less damage than Nautilus. One second. One second. I'm just checking something about the Malzahar guide right now. I'm just double checking one thing. Okay, so the Malzahar guide. I should get that updated, huh? I don't even know what's outdated on it right now. Let me pull it up. Let's finish this. I've been dragging my feet on updating these guides for far too long. This is the last guide I need to update. Let's get it done. Let's get it done. Let's get it done. Battle Boss Mouse just feels like it fits Jungle Mouse pretty well. Like, as like the cover picture. You know, we got all the other ones, but even Malzahar just doesn't feel like doesn't feel right for the guide. Also, isn't it wild that Malzahar is 13 skins? 12 skins, sorry. Malzahar is 12 skins. Okay, what's outdated? Items. Might be kind of similar, let me see. Okay, that's good. Rylai's, that's good. No, I think these are exactly the same. Items might be the same. Yeah. Items are good. Ability same. Runes, did I change anything? No, these are the same too. I got this little threat section, which is kind of fun. This is the only guide I bothered adding a threat section on. None of the rest I felt was even worth it. Synergies as well. Runes, skill order, build order, and items. This should still be the same, but I'm going to check. Oh, Anathemas is not here anymore. Gotta get rid of Anathemas. Anathemas is gone. Goodbye, Anathemas. Oh yeah, this is also the only guide that I made that looks good on mobile. Oh, I should add a Blackfire Torch to the not recommended section here. For the exact same reasons that you don't build most of the others. I think it's funny that the section about what's not recommended is so redundant that I just place them all into one section together, because the reason for all of them is exactly the same. You're not a damage carry. You don't build AP damage items. I don't feel like repeating this 7 times in a row. You're not a damage carry. You're not a damage carry. You're not a damage carry. That was only 3 times in a row. Okay, Ultimate Hunter still goes. It was Ultimate, the other one that doesn't anymore. Wait, Predator's gone. Do I even need to talk about the Domination Tree anymore then? Because that's the only reason to go for Predator. No, it electrocutes the, is, something people think about sometimes. I'm glad I decided to do a double check here. Electrocute is the only Electrocute and Dark Harvest are the Both might seem tempting, since alongside Sheep Shot and Ultimate Hunter, there seems promise for much more quick. Yeah, okay. No. Goodbye, Predator. You won't really be missed that much. Nobody used you. I guess since I talk about Dark Harvest, I should include it up there next to Electric King. Cacao. Cacao. $15. Jeez. Making something on my phone. 1 moment, please. I just remembered that what I need is some compressed air, and so I'm adding it to my shopping cart before I forget. There we go. Finished. Oh, the item set that needs to be created. Do people use these item sets that I make for them? Oh, right, I don't do the... No, I do start sweepers and then I do swap off. I do swap off the sweepers. I was trying to remember if I do. Wait, do I? No, I don't. Never mind. No, I don't. I don't swap off anymore. I was testing it for a while and then eventually I was like, you just save sweepers. It's fine. Hey, 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 I said no sweepers. First queer should be the I don't even have a video for this anymore. It was just such a pain to record the videos that I stopped after a certain point. What is important is the side to start on. One, two, three. In order to, because you want to rush for dragon right after the first clear, you should always start on the top side jungle. You should always start on the what's the term for the jungle that's like blue buff on the bottom side and red buff on the other side? I don't know what those are called. I don't think they're called topside jungles. Maybe, you know, the topside jungle was called a topside jungle, but I don't know about the other ones. What are they called? Jungle opposite of dragon? It's not topside jungle, it's left and top. Yeah. West, north, northwest, west the. Even after all these years, I don't know which side is blue and red, so I don't want to use the term blue and red. I always forget which is which. Not the red and blue buffs, to be clear. I mean, like, which team is red, which team is blue, I never remember. I always forget. Every single time. Every single time. Every single time. I always forget. Start on the start at the buff opposite from the dragon. Start at the buff that's top lane jungle next to top lane. For the buff, the jungle furthest from the dragon pit. Always start with the buff that is furthest from dragon. Yeah, sure, why not? You may need to wait a couple of seconds for Void Side. Void Side camps. You may need to really rush in order to try to kill the reach the scuttle as soon as it spawns, so that you are guaranteed and to have vision on in the dragon pit. First, the dragon pit scuttle, as it allows you a much later time as you're going after dragon, not the void grubs anymore. Now I need to add a section about what you do afterward. I'm trying to remember how I do these sections when there's multiple sections in the same thing. Let me see how it looks right now. I have this little Jinx for the memory, suppressing your luck. Oh my god, I hate it so much. Why did I do this to myself? It's awful. It's terrible. It's so great. I don't totally like how this looks though, right? Like the bullet points right there. It just seems a little unprofessional. There's something sloppy about it. Maybe I can center the list? No, that's worse. That's worse. Nope, it's worse. Hmm. Hmm. I'm thinking. I'm trying to think about the easiest way to make this look nice. Well, we could look up the data. Let's see. Silas, what's your matchup like against that sign up? What's your matchup like against Orianna? Data's populating a little slowly. Why is there so few games against some of these? Also, I should probably not make it Emerald, just make it all ranks. And I suppose I should change it back to NA. Well, you know, global, because that would make more sense. Yeah, now that's some data. So it looks like Silas does have a solid win rate into Orianna. And apparently has a worse win rate against Neferi. That's interesting. In fact, their win rate against Orianna is one of the highest for the delta on it. They also apparently have a positive matchup into Fizz. That's cool. Well, now we know. How to fix this? I'm guessing it's because in order for Silas to do their damage, they gotta throw their chains at you. And the constant dogs around Neferi make it really tough, because if they don't land that, well, the life gets really, really difficult. So it's essentially like Neferi has a sort of little spell shield around them the whole time. And then Silas hits the dog, and then Neferi's like, hey, thanks for coming into melee range. It's great that you don't have any escapes anymore. Would be sure a shame if I started just nibbling on you. How can I make this not look so ugly? Do I have any other lists? I mean, maybe I could indent it? Basically a big stat boost. Here. Passively, their Pursuit, which is the big dash, gains bonus cast range, Active, Nefiri prepares for Grand Hunt, immediately despawning active pack mates and summoning a maximum number of new ones. Along with extra pack mates, grants herself and pack mates bonus movement speed that decays. Grants sight of a massive amount of the surrounding area for 2 seconds and reveals nearby enemy champs for 4 seconds. Goes on however 15, gains bonus attack damage, increases maximum health of their pack mates, reduces the cooldown of one of their abilities. First, a hit on somebody will grant a shield. And reset, so if they get the kill on someone, then they get like most of these effects again as a reset. Okay, that's a little better when it's indented like that. That's a little better. It's not perfect, but it's, you know, a little less ugly. It still feels like it's missing something to... What happens if I place the word dragon right here? Oh, hey. What if I do that for Scuttle Crab? Oh, Scuttle Crab doesn't have one. Dragon has one. But no, that looks a little weird. I don't think I have to specify that Q kills everything else. I think that's obvious. Let me try something. Sorry if I'm not saying much, I'm thinking. It just bothers me how ugly it looks. So I'm trying to make it look less ugly, but I don't want to like create custom graphics or anything. So the only tools I have at my disposal are basic markdown. The limitation breeds creativity. The indent definitely helped. I need to add one more thing onto this. Start a camp by casting Call It a Void at max range. Keep hitting every monster at the camp with it. Actually, it's probably more accurate. You don't really need to tank the large camps anymore. Keep auto-attacking the large monster at the camp. It's not max range on Call It a Void. It's more like mid-range. I'm gonna make it 4 things. Hit every monster. Hmm. I think I know what I need to do. I think what these are missing are title sections. Tips for fast clearing. Okay, let's see how this looks. I think this might be it. Okay, and if we just move this down a little bit. Yeah, okay, that's a lot better. That's a lot better. That's a lot better. But not good enough. It's a lot better, but it's not good enough. I just realized that the easiest thing I could do is just separate it into multiple sections and like this. Hold on. Why did it take me so long to realize I could just do this? Oh, 1 second. I'll make some kind of pun involving the word clearing soon. Yeah, this is it. I just needed to separate them into 2 sections like this, and it looks fine. The problem was having 2 lists in the same section. I think that's what was giving it that sort of amateurish look. When they're separated like this, they look fine. Like, there's no problem. Just having that single dividing was good. What's a good pun involving the word clear? I already had the path is clear, which is a great pun, by the way. Keeping swarm. Yeah. It's good. And then what you do after the first clear is going to be right here, which is what pod will that be? Hmm. Keeping swarm. Camp. Keeping swarm when camp. Okay, that's awesome. Telegraph, teleport. Sorry, I'm just double checking something. Unrelated to what I'm doing here. Hmm. This part of the process is very important. Swarm, warm, camp, clear, teleport, afterward, after swarm, word, void. This is the part about what you do after the first clear. First. Move. Move first. Movement. After. Smarmy. Shawarma. Smoothin'. Move in, maneuver in. Void call. Collect call. Wait of warranty. Waiting. Malzahar. Malzahar. Mouths of War on... Okay, that's stupid, but it's the best one I have, so... Mouths of War on objectives. Yeah, there we go. After finishing the first queer, your usual order of operations is... head over to the dragon pit and kill the dragon. This takes about 50 seconds. As you're recalling, immediately begin to recall and swap a summoner to teleport with unsealed spellbook. Teleport over to either the mid or top tower. This is what I do. It's so dumb. Head over to the void grubs and kill them all. About 35 seconds, I think. It's sometimes, depending on the state of the lane or the scuttle visions, it may be necessary to adjust the plan. Adjust the plan. Delay the start, or even just abandon an attempt partway through. All of this is to say that Malzahar, which win condition, is killing objectives relentlessly. And this is as relentless, and this is the ideal relentless scenario. I don't suppose that Void Grubs is another one of those that you can like do the little devil brackets around it and it just like shows it. Why is it only dragon that it does that for? None of the other camps, only dragon, only dragon. That was an accident. I almost refreshed the wrong one. Not that it would have done much, but, you know. I like how to use Dragon's Descent as the information there. Oh, hold on. I might be able to use these icons. Void Grub. Aha, look at that. It is inside the code. You just have to, it's one word, not two. Yeah, there we go. That looks nice. And add a splash of color in. This order is designed to kill the objectives the instant they spawn, setting up for more of them later. Does the minion category have... Oh yeah, it has red Brambleback and it has blue Sentinel. Oh yeah, if I add the little icons, this will look a lot nicer. So on the left side, that would be... What are they called? Greater Merkwolf. Wrong. Krug. I might just be able to put icons instead of writing the names, because the names are going to look a bit awkward. Yeah, see. Oh, that's weird. Is the icon not just called Krug? It says Krug. What if it's called, like, Ancient Krug in the code? Let me try using little icons. Let me see how that looks. Steal this bit of the code. So like, for example, if I just used a little Gromp icon instead of saying the word Gromp right there. Oh yeah, so that looks a little nicer. Okay. If I could just make this... Because I know they're called Ancient Krogs, so maybe if I type Ancient Krog here, it'll fix it. Hey, that did! I'm so smart. It is called Ancient Krog. Kill the other. Rift Scuttler is what they're called. And then kill the last camp. The last camp will always be Gromp or Krogs. With smite. That's the word it's missing. Okay, the icons do a lot in making that look a little nicer, like an actual pre-order. I think I have an idea. Kill the buff, and then I can place an icon for Boost Sentinel. Then I can place another icon for red Brambleback. Yeah. Okay, yeah, seems good. Very cool. And while this is the ideal relentless scenario, it's equally important to be ready to adapt on the fly. So we need to be able to adapt on the fly. There's so many different things that could potentially cause it to bleh. Dude, my stomach. I'm okay. My stomach. I'm marking that as complete. My stomach. Hello, wild boy. That's quite the introduction. I could hear my chair just like squeaking away as I was spinning. They're not called buffs. It feels weird saying killed a buff because they're not buffs. They're like ancient camps. Oh, good timing because I'm literally updating the guide right now. Okay, great. I think that section is finally updated with what I do. Some of this information about the void groups might be outdated now. Let's see how it looks with one on each side. We're able to acquire them. Which Malzahar is readily able to do. Make sure that you don't just enter the pit immediately, but instead get off a quick auto and have the grubs will form a line so that every Call of the Void hits every grub every time. I kind of don't like the double grubs there in the title. I feel like there should be some kind of grub thing, but I think having both of them looks kind of silly. Could maybe try placing it on a separate line like this, and then just make the grub size larger, as so. That looks a bit better. But still not that good. Maybe if it was below instead? Ignore the Algerian. That's kind of funny. Did they manage to win with it? Okay, yeah, I think having it below looks nice. Ish. Hey, you know what? Getting carried is a skill too. A very important skill. Okay, yeah, I think this is funny. I'll have 3 grubs there because there are 3 grubs to kill. And that means I can have all 4 dragons here too, right? Who's going to stop me? You're trolling. That seems like a reasonable default reaction. Ocean Drake. Mountain Drake. Cloud Drake. Infernal Drake. Actually, if I wanted to be in sort of like a rainbowish order, it should be white, blue, brown, red. Yeah, like this. But, you know, centered. Yeah, that looks nice. Look at that. That looks way better. I don't suppose there's a icon for tower. That'd be nice if there was. Oh wait, there's like little void mites? Hold on, I see an opportunity. Fantastic. Yeah, look at that. It looks so funny. Beautiful. Rift Herald. I can do the same thing here by wasting Rift Herald, but I'd like if it wasn't just by itself, since we kind of see here that I wonder if I could place like a tower. If there's a tower image, that'd be great. Turret. It doesn't look like turret maybe has an icon on it. Oh, there is Eye of the Herald icon, though. Yeah, even just having that second icon there will do a lot of making that look a little nicer. I don't remember what the eye mirror was on Oh, I just saw this. Hello and bye. Yeah. Sorry, 1 second. That's my coworker. I'm almost finished updating this anyway. Oh, shoot. I don't suppose any of y'all remember, because I mentioned it on stream more than once. I'm trying to remember exactly what is my record for killing Rift Herald. What's my record? Was it 40 seconds? Make sure you stagger your autos enough to so that you're not winding up in auto at the wrong time. You can kill the Herald in about... I want to say 40 seconds was my... I want to say 35 seconds was maybe... if you're really efficient. If you're really skillful. about it. I think it was 35. I think my record was 35. That sounds right to me. Everything else, I believe... Oh, wait, no. I think the stage of the game. Did I talk about the grubs here? No, I don't talk about them. I mean, I talk about them in generic sense, though. I talk about them in, like, a generic way. Okay, and with that, I think that unless I'm missing something, this guide is now properly updated for this patch. Everything looks good, everything looks like it's in the right spot. We've updated the first query of a lot more information. And we are now at 50,000 words on this thing. Great stuff. That took a really long time. Way longer than I was expecting. I kind of just want to play a nice basic Vel'koz game after all that, and then we'll end the stream afterward. Orianna required too much brain thinking right now. Vel'koz is the most peaceful of my champions to play. This is a random hello bye while I was just sitting here. That's funny. Oh, not so much for that. Actually, I just remembered. I have a call I need to do with someone in 35 minutes. And I don't want to be in the middle of a, I don't want to be in the middle of a match when I need to make that call, because that would be really awkward. So I think I'm just unfortunately going to have to cut this off after, we played 2 games today, right? Yeah, okay, we played 2 games. No something. Thank you all as always for watching. I apologize, I don't have time to play another game. That guide update took longer than I was expecting. So, hope to see y'all again next time.